Hi children, welcome. Welcome to today's social science class. Today, I'm going to start a new lesson that is from your politics third chapter. What is government? Children, you must have learned the word government mentioned several times. In this chapter, you will learn about what a government is and the important role it plays in our lives. What do you governments do? How do they decide what to do? What is the difference between different types of government, such as monarchies and democracies? Children, we can give a simple definition for a government. A government is a group of people that manages the country. It is a body of people that frames policies and exercises control through various organizations and laws. Look at the newspaper headlines above and list the different kinds of activities that the government is reported to be doing in these newspaper headlines. Every country needs a government to make decisions and get things done. These can be decisions about where to build roads and schools, or how to reduce the price of onions when they get too expensive, or ways to increase the supply of electricity. The government also takes action on many social issues. For example, it has several programs to help the poor. It does other important things such as running postal and railway services. The government also has the job of protecting the boundaries of the country and maintaining peaceful relations with other countries. It is also responsible for ensuring that all its citizens have enough to eat and have good health facilities. When there are natural disasters like the tsunami or an earthquake, it is the government that mainly organizes aid and assistance for the affected people. If there is a dispute or if someone has committed a crime, you find people in a court. Courts are also part of the government. Perhaps you are wondering how governments manage to do all this and why it is necessary for them to do so. When human beings live and work together, there needs to be some amount of organization so that decisions can be made. Some rules have to be made that apply to everyone. For example, there is need a control resources and protect the territory of a country so people can feel secure. Governments do this on behalf of their people by exercising leadership, taking decisions and implementing these among all the people living in their territory. Levels of government. Now that you know that the government is responsible for so many different things, can you think how it managed to do all this? The government works at different levels. At the local level, at the level of the state and the national level. The local level means in your village, town, or locality. The state level would mean that which covers an entire state like Haryana or Assam or our Kerala. And the national level relates to the entire country. Laws and the government. The government makes laws, and everyone who lives in the country has to follow these. This is the only way governments can function. Just like the government has the power to make decisions, similarly, it has the power to enforce its decisions. For example, there is a law that says that all persons driving a motor vehicle must have a license. Any person catch driving a vehicle without a license can either be jailed or fined a large sum of money. Without these laws, the government's power to make decisions is not of much use. In addition to many actions that governments can take, there are also steps that people can take if they feel that a particular law is not being followed. If a person feels, for example, that they were not hired for a job because of their religion or caste, he or she may approach the court and claim that the law is not being followed. The court can then give orders about what should be done. Types of government. Who gives the government this power to make decisions and enforce laws? The answer to this question depends on the type of government. there is in a country. Democracy. Democracy is the most popular form of government today. It is the most popular as the supreme power lies with the common people who cast vote to elect representatives of their choice through election. In a democracy, it is the people who give the government this power. They do this through elections in which they vote for particular persons and elect them. Once elected, these persons form the government. In a democracy, the government has to explain its actions and defend its decisions to the people. Another form of government is monarchy. The monarch, king or queen, has the power to make decisions and run the government. The monarch may have a small group of people to discuss matters with, but the final decision making power remaining with the monarch. Unlike in a democracy, kings and queens do not have to explain their actions or defend the decisions they take. Children, here we mainly see two types of government. That is, one is democracy and another one is monarchy. Democracy, decisions are taken by the representatives of the people. The government has to give explain to the citizens for its decisions. They have to think about the welfare of the people. But about the monarchy form of government, the monarch takes all the decisions. Here, the monarch do not have to explain their actions or defend the decisions they take. They need not necessary to think about the welfare of the people. Okay, children, I'm going to wind up today's video. And now you have to read this chapter many times and underline important points, then two given marks. Thank you. Thank you to listening my class.